Good morning. It's Friday, October 6th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We're also here this morning to practice a little bit of another type of Gong Fu. I'm going to talk about that just a little bit and then we're going to get started with practice. Yesterday, I had talked about what I intended to do this morning. It's not happening. It's not. A couple reasons. I'm not going to go into all of the detail except for the fact that I've been really upset for the past 12 hours. And that affects my practice. That's also why I'm late. I was going to start class at 7:30 this morning. It's closer to 9:30. All right. Why am I still here? That's today's lesson. I'm here. That's the lesson. The kinds of skills that we want to build, the ways in which, yeah, I'm getting an error over here, the ways in which we build and develop that practice, that's why I'm here. That's how I got here. It's not the exercise itself that gives us the skills. It's getting up and doing it. All right, I'm going to check this error. Hang on just a second. That, and I'm going to keep talking while I'm doing this because I'm still streaming here. And I'm waiting for the settings box. Come on, settings box. That idea that the exercise itself is not what gives us the skills. I'm going to give that a second and let it clear up, maybe, fingers crossed. Please wait. Apologies for the difficulties with the connection. Hang on a second. I don't have money. That's what it comes down to. I don't have money. So, all right. It looks like it's going to be all right for a minute at least. I'm going to keep trying. Again, the effort that it takes to show up, that I keep showing up, I keep trying, that I'm going to try one more time for this connection. I have, again, there's that I'm here, that I'm still trying, and that the effort to keep trying that's what we're doing in practice. Keep trying, do it again, right? That effort, I'm here. Despite the problems, I'm waiting for this to clear up, see if it will. Maybe I have to go the other way. I'm actually going to show this morning, that because that's what I'm talking about, is that effort to keep trying. Let me try this one more thing. Let me see if I can make this happen. Let me try and find a way. Is there a way? Can I figure it out? Is there that? Come, it's green over here, and see if it stays green for a minute. And I am going to repeat myself a couple of times more with the idea that I am still waiting for this to clear up over here. And that's a literal and a metaphor for stuff that I've got going on. I have talked about this a couple of times. I've got some good things, got some not so good things. The not so good things kind of coming to the surface right now. And it interferes with practice. It interferes with everything, really. And it's pointless. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. That problem weighs on me. More so when it's rearing its ugly head, which is yesterday and still this morning. I have to do something, and it's ugly, and I don't want to deal with it, and I want it to go away, but it won't. So I have to figure that out. And what I need to become a lawyer with serious legal skills in about 3 days, and I can't do it. I can't. It's not feasible. It's not something I can do. If I could, I would, but it ain't gonna happen. And that recognition, this is also something I talked about yesterday. That recognition of what you can do versus what you can't do matters. If I could spend the next couple of days trying to address all of it and do something about the negative stuff. I could. I have to do something. I can't just not do anything, right? But if I only, I'm still waiting for this to clear up over here. Hang on. I think it's going to clear up in a minute. Alright, so anyway, as that, how do I decide? What am I going to do? Well, I'm here, practice. Yeah, not perfect, and I'm still having a little trouble calming down and making sure that things inside me are ready to practice. That recognition also matters. This is advanced level class. These are advanced level concepts here, so just keep that in mind. The level of practice, what you're doing in your practice, matters. So today we're going to do and I just blanked on, I'll remember the name in a minute, I just blanked on that. And dragon and tiger joined together. Okay? For both of these, shaking the tail feathers. Right? Shaking the tail feathers. This is shaking the tail feathers. That memory lapse. Alright. What happened? I simply misplaced the name. What did I do? I continued on with that idea in the back of my mind that I know what the name of this is. I just wasn't sure about it for a minute. Shaking the tail feathers. Right, and also you may notice that I'm doing a couple of things up over here on this side of my jaw. I've got a broken tooth. I got a broken tooth on this side too, but this one broke last night. So it's, I mention it because the lesson this morning is about being here. I'm here. I'm teaching class. This is still showing me an error over here, but it looks like the video is coming through well enough that it's okay. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Again, this idea that there's some difficulty, there's some things that are good, there's some things that are not good that are going on. The difficulties are interfering with what I'd like to do versus I don't want to do this stuff over here. I'd rather do this over here, but I have to do this because I'm in that position. I have to. That difficulty. Everything else that I have, my teeth, my this, issues with my knees, issues with, I got a long list. I still show up. And that is, oh, finally the error went away. Yay. This has been good, now this is good. Alright. That idea, again, show up. I didn't intend to give this lecture today. I didn't. I intended to do strength building exercises. Life has interfered. What do I do with that? I can't do the strength building exercises in the state of mind that I'm in. I can't. It wouldn't be a good thing, and I would not be able to properly focus on what I need to pay attention to do that. What do I do? Do I not practice at all? That would be me giving in to the difficulties, me giving in to the hate that wants to stop me from doing anything that I want to do. That's, yeah. And if I do that, if I allow that to happen, if I just give up, if I say, no, I'm not going to practice, I'm not going to keep trying, it wins. I'm not, that ain't happening. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Pull up through the crown of the head, drop the shoulders. Pull up and in through the waist, hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Reach out. Stretch out over the legs. And again. And again. Fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Hands return to your sides. As we practice this morning, I'm going to turn around, so right side, left side. As we practice this morning, pay attention to what you have done in all of your other practices. All of the centering, all of the calming, all of the breath work, all of the things that you have developed so far. Not forever, so far. Pay attention to that. All of it. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and easy. Turn your focus inward, not outward. Pay attention to the inner body, not the outer body. Breathe. Keep the breath light and full. Keep the movements light and full. Focus on the inner body. Keep the outer body in good alignment and well placed, well centered. Pay attention to the lower dantian. Return the chi to the lower dantian. Be silent, be still, full, and complete. Breathe in. Breathe out. Everything returns to the lower dantian. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on the lower dantian. Last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. The same idea that we want that silence, that quiet, and that internal connection. Everything focused on the lower dantian. The two swimming fish, right? So as we breathe in, as we breathe out, the circulation in the lower dantian is where we're going to focus for this morning. Everything else is quiet and still. That stillness and returning to the lower dantian, to the Qi Hai, the Sea of Qi. That's the focus. In the classics, we have the idea, the statement, 1生1, 1生2, 2生3, 3生往无数. From the Tao comes one, from one comes two, from two comes three, from three comes 10,000 things. That combination works the other way too. Return to the one. Right here. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Dragon and tiger join together. Pay attention to your body alignment. Pay attention to your center. Everything returns to the lower dantian. focus on quiet. Breathe with the whole body. Keep the back straight. Shoulders in line with the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Quiet the breath. Keep the shoulders down. Relax through the back, even as you pull up. Stay well placed over your standing foot. Try not to wobble. Found it. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in, palms up. And breathe out. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and low. Stay there. this level of practice to cultivate the silence, to slow the breath, and to focus the return, not the extension, the return to the lower Dantian, develops a level of skill and a level of concentration. 不知道怎么说，是一种功夫。It's a type of workmanship. It's a type of kung fu. That circulation in the lower Dantian is something that we absolutely want to cultivate. That everything returns to the lower Dantian, Qi Hai. Everything comes from the Qi Hai, Xia Qi. As we develop that connection, we also develop so many more skills, so many more abilities in today's practice. That silence is something that I've worked with quite a bit. The idea that I talked about, that everything comes from and everything returns to the Tao. Tao Shang Yi, Yi Shang. From the Tao comes one, from one comes two, from two comes three, from three come 10,000 things. That cycle returns as well. So as we practice that skill at developing and extending the energy so that we can do all of the different movements, that we can use all of the different body parts, 10,000 things, we also want to develop the skill to return to one. That the whole body is one. There is no hand movement, there is no foot movement. It just is a movement. Just is. And that sense of unity through the entire body, connected with the breath, connected with the internal breath, the Qi. And for today's class, returning that Qi, not extending it out, returning it so that it's tucked away neatly and nicely in the lower Dantian. I'm going to stop for today. I appreciate everyone who is listening to my classes. I will be back next week, Thursday and Friday. Monday and Tuesday, I'm not sure. I have to deal with this ugliness on Tuesday, and I don't know, but I'm going to try. So I will be here. I will be here Thursday and Friday next week. Thank you for being here with me. I do appreciate that.